Hey, it's your boy Hellbent. This is gonna be the first video of the channel. I ain't gonna lie. The original video I had, I ain't gonna lie. I was breathing hella hard. I got sinus problems and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie. Y'all just gonna get the beat rundown of this. That's my PS4. Don't worry about that. Most likely I'll either do beat rundowns or like actually like kind of like a live cook up of it. It just depends how I feel. I ain't gonna try to BS y'all. I got a different type of mood, so I'll be in the mood to actually cook up in y'all face. That might be a longer video, or I'll just do a beat rundown. That should run about 7 to 10 minutes. So further ado, let's get this shit started. Alright, to start off, how I'm gonna do this video, basically I'm gonna just run down my pattern list, show you guys also what I use to basically kind of like edit the sounds in the mixer track. Then I'll show you guys the pattern. Alright, so first things first, we have the pad that I use. It's kind of like a pad plucking sound. So for the most part, what I did was, let me just go ahead and drop this down, right? So what I did, I created kind of like sort of a bass line using these notes right here, right? And then these will be kind of considered my plucks. So it kind of made like a little ambient sound. I pretty much kept it simple for the most part because of the simple fact that like RONNY J kind of keeps it simple, and then I also kind of kept it to like kind of what I like as far as like what I like in my sounds and stuff like that. So let's just check it out. Alright, so that's pretty much the pad. So then we're gonna move on to our snare. Then the second snare, which will be kind of like the bounce. The chime that I use as a perk. Okay. The chant. Right. The first hi-hat. The second hi-hat was just a 4-step. Nothing special there, as you can tell. Your 808. Let me shut this down. So yeah, you can tell that's pretty much heavily saturated. It's not really distorted. I kind of just pretty much I'll let you guys see once I put the mixer. I'll show you guys the mixer pretty much, and then you have your kick. All right, so yeah, moving on to the mixer. To kind of dumb it down, going from left to right, right? So we have the pad. I added a halftime. Basically, what I did was I dragged some of the mix down to 77%, as you can tell. So basically, it made it it pretty much kind of gave it a little bit more of an ambiance there. Pretty much, I added a filter, EQ, kind of boosted it up some, cut out the lows. And then I added a RC20, pretty much nothing too special there. I added a little bit of a wobble, added a little bit of space, and kept the magnetic field in there. So can't go wrong with RC20. Didn't put anything on my snare. I panned the second snare to the right, I believe about 20%. Not to the Japanese chime. I panned the chant to the left. The hi-hat's the same. The second hi I ducked down and I panned it to the right as well, 20%. The 808, so I EQ'd it out. Basically, I took like most of the highs out just so that way the melody can sit out more in the mix. And also it made it more cleaner because originally it sounded a lot more muddier for the most part. Let me see. I added a camel crusher. I'll use the British Clean preset, and that always works for every pretty much 808 if you needed to stick out in the mix more. Not gonna cap. And then I added a Fruity Clipper. I just do the shit on there. I ain't do nothing else. And I also added a Fruity Clipper to that. Pretty much like if you want to make sure you leave room for the artist. Also too, I do a Fruity Soft Clipper on there as well. What I'm gonna do actually, I'm gonna do a Fruity EQ in here. For the most part, what that's gonna do is I'm gonna raise some of the high end by like 1 dB, and then raise some of the bass up by I'm gonna just put 0.6 dB just to give it a little bit more of a clarity, right? So then let's go to the the playlist, channel, block pattern, whatever I want to call it. All right, I ain't gonna get too deep into this. So, to explain what I did, I start off with the intro, put my tag in there, right? So that's about 8 bars. So then after that, I did the chorus. That's all. Pretty much your intro should always be 8 bars to 16 bars. None long, and then also try to keep it under 40 seconds for your intro. If it's anything longer, you're not getting straight to the point. My chorus is 16 bars. This is how it looks like. Let's see. And then for the verse should always be kind of in between 24 to 36 bars. Just depends on what the artist needs. Honestly, I keep to 24 bars. If they need to add any more, they can easily just duplicate it or add something in. For the most part, as the producer, you want to just kind of keep it at like as minimum as possible in your beat making process, and also what else? I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what else. Just keep it minimal, and then like don't try to do a bunch of like beat let's just call it engineering. I ain't gonna lie. Let's just say engineering, because the engineer would do all that. Just keep it simple, and they'll do all that once they hit the studio, and the engineer does the sound mixing on the beat. Then it goes back into the chorus again, and then back into the verse right over here, and then for the most part, you just go ahead and edit it out. I left the outro and the fades. So what I'll do is I'm gonna play some of it, and then I'm gonna end this video out. Please look out for more uploads. Pretty much this is just a little short rundown. You know, it's kind of like, I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of half-assed, but you know, I ain't gonna front with y'all. I'm gonna just be sticking a buck with y'all. So I'm gonna play the beat out, and then that's the end. Let's get it. Yeah,